What is going on, my friends? Welcome back to the channel. Today is the day we are going to figure out and diagnose what is going on with the E92 M3. Now, before we do that, there's one thing I wanted to touch on real quick, and it's been bugging me, so I figured I would just let it out here. Over the last few months, the growth of our brand has grown tremendously. All thanks to you guys. Along with that came a ton of struggles, a ton of things we've had to overcome. The last launch that went live on August 28th, I believe, was by far the biggest launch we have ever had. We are very, very grateful for that. But along with that came a ton of struggles, a lot of back-end issues, stuff that was out of our control, stuff that we were completely in control of. And there was a good amount of orders that disappoint me, to be completely honest. Everybody has been emailed, everyone is caught up to date, but I just want to come on here publicly and announce that we are not going to be having any sort of awesome launches, no restocks, no nothing to do with any sort of apparel for a while. That's going to allow us to fix every issue on the back end. It's going to allow us to potentially get more space, hire more people to help with the shipping times. That was a major issue with the last launch, so we want to get that taken care of. I do want to apologize for any sort of inconvenience or issues or anything of the sort with this latest drop. As always, if you guys have any questions, you can email support@vossen.com. It was about 2.5 weeks ago. We were ripping the car. If you guys haven't seen the video, quick recap. Lost all the coolant, it blew out, somehow blew out the drain plug out of the radiator. I'm worried that something internal engine-wise failed. Cracked head, cracked block, lifted head. Somehow compression and boost pressurized the coolant system on the car and blew out the drain plug. Is that a fact? I highly doubt it. Is that a possibility? It most certainly is. You would think that before blowing out the drain plug, because it is threaded into the radiator, it would start leaking out of maybe like the overflow cap, blow off one of these lines. So what I'm thinking happened when we did the supercharger install, we had to pull the radiator. When we filled the radiator back up, maybe I cracked that drain plug, because obviously we had to pull the drain plug to drain the radiator. So that's what I'm hoping for. We got some parts in from FCP Euro, I believe is the company I've been ordering through, and it seems like they've been pretty quick recently. I don't really know how this thing works, and I probably just broke it again. This blue part right here threads into the gray part, but it looks like the gray part just clips into the radiator. It's a very weird design. Either way, this whole piece right here is missing out of the radiator from what I could see when it was on the ground. Let's grab a flashlight and take a look. So we got the plug back in. Basically all you do is insert it into the radiator, twist it about a quarter turn, and it locks it in. I tried to pull it back out just to make sure it ain't gonna fall out. Appears it's good to go. We need to go get some distilled water. At the same time, I'm gonna run by Harbor Freight and grab some way to pressurize the entire coolant system just to see if we have any leaks. I wanna make sure that we don't have an internal engine issue going on with the car. I think I'm gonna take the FRS. Let's go rip. Pretty quick?
Yeah. I mean, I bought her the way she sits, but I'm supposedly pushing like 17 pounds.
Oh yeah, nice.
But I mean, it don't sound like the way you're saying.
This thing don't go anywhere. The clutch is completely shot.
I got a brand new stage 3 XD supposedly.
Oh really? Yeah, there you go. Oh yeah.
Go.
It's awesome. See you, man.
We don't have unity because people feel it. This is the truth, man.
I went to Harbor Freight. I was not able to find a way to pressurize the coolant system, but it's not a big deal. I was gonna do that just to for peace of mind. We could always just go drive the car, see if anything acts up weird. I did get the distilled water. we have the bottle of the BMW coolant. So I'm gonna do a 50-50 mix, coolant to distilled water, get that thing topped off, get the system bled, and we can go drive the car, see what happens. All right, we're all topped off. I don't even know if this thing's gonna run because when I put a new battery in this car, I got a ton of comments about how I need to code the battery to the car. Evo boys, Subaru boys, skip ahead. You probably won't understand BMW things. And obviously I don't understand either. I'm gonna try to start the car. I'm gonna see if anything weird happens. If we have to have it coded in, it's very, very odd, but it's a BMW. So I'm surprised I don't have to code in my new coolant. Well guys, it started. I don't see anything weird going on. It's not pushing coolant yet. So it's not if we do have an internal engine issue, it's probably nothing severe. This whole coding in the battery thing is a little bit weird to me. I don't quite understand it. I fired the car up, started fine, drove it a little bit, it ran fine. No weird lights or warnings or anything of the sort. So I think it'll be all right. If I'm wrong, feel free to comment down below and let me know why I'm wrong. I'm gonna get this thing up to operating temp, go rip it, try and do another fun little pull like we did last time, and see if anything breaks. I did some light rippers, let it cool down, made sure everything was good to go. Everything appears that it's good to go, so now I'm gonna really let her eat. Headed to a nice little back road right now and see how this thing feels. We have like 50 miles on this car since the supercharger installed, so I haven't really got to enjoy it at all. So I'm excited for this. I think I'm gonna take off the tile BOV. On a supercharged car, the BOV is always open under vacuum, but under wide open throttle, it'll close, and then you let off the throttle, it'll open until you hit full throttle again. So it is non-stop hissing the whole entire time we drive this car unless we're under wide open throttle, which, you know what? I thought it was kind of cool at first, but now I'm just realizing that it's kind of annoying. So I'm probably gonna pull the tile back off, not to mention our vacuum hose is hardly on, beautiful. And then just go back to the factory VF BOV, or BPV, I guess you'd call it. Regardless though, clearly the car's fixed. Clearly we don't have any internal engine issues, which is cool. I'm excited. This car is so damn fun. I've had the random thought and idea of selling the car, but every time I drive this car, I freaking love it. So I think it's safe to say she's gonna stay with us for a while. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Peace out, my friends. I'll see you guys tomorrow.